I'm not sure if this is a good idea. Already starting to tear up some skin. Hands are a little dirty. Enthusiasm's starting to wane. I don't know if I'm talking too loud. What rep was I on? I was trying to get a good camera shot for you. I lost count. Hey folks, Greg Coon with Fighting for Fitness. So I'm about halfway through a workout that quite frankly, I'm not sure if I could finish. So I'm out here in my garage. I'm going to be doing 200 tire flips, 200 pull-ups, and 200 push-ups. So for some of you, that'd probably be pretty easy. The pull-ups doing 200 is going to be a stretch for me. On a good day, 100 push-ups shouldn't be any problem, but as those of you that know, I've got some kind of messed up shoulders, so my push-ups are a little more challenging. But what I wanted to do is kind of kill two birds with one stone with this video today. As I was on my way home from work this morning, when I got off shift, I heard that the Girl Scouts are providing cookies to all of the emergency workers, nurses I think it was, that are dealing with coronavirus. That's the inspiration for the video that I want to make today. And I thought the dichotomy of bringing Girl Scout cookies, which is an amazing gesture, so please don't get me wrong on my intent here, because I think the Girl Scouts and having that heart is absolutely amazing, and I'm so appreciative for that gesture and that kindness, because that's what we need right now. But the irony is, if we look at the people that are susceptible to the coronavirus, if you'll read or you dig down into the headlines, it's that they all have underlying medical conditions. And so just real brief, what are those underlying medical conditions? They are heart disease, asthma, diabetes, and obesity. So if I were the type of person that ate a lot of cookies, what of those on that list are the things that cookies are going to give me? Are they going to give me diabetes? Yes. Can they be a contributor to heart disease? Yes. Can they be a contributor to obesity? Yes. Are they going to be a contributor to asthma? Not necessarily. However, if you look at some of the data that indicates how our body has an inflammatory response, and if you understand asthma, that is indeed an inflammatory response, you could make the argument, although I'm not going to camp out here, that the cookies, for example, would be a contributing factor. Now, where am I going with this? What's my point? Hopefully you haven't clicked off by now. My point is that what we do as Americans, the globe, I don't know, and I don't know how the rest of the cultures work, because I'm not well traveled. I've basically lived in Alaska my whole life. I've been out here and there, but I know a little bit about America, and I know a little bit about Alaska, and I know a little bit about my own culture, and I know a little bit about myself. And the foods that we eat often are really more for comfort and for convenience and for satisfaction, and that varies for all of us. But if ever there was a time in our global history, certainly recently, to take a look at what are you doing to your body, how are you taking care of yourself, this would be the time. And so the irony is that here we have all these workers that are dedicating themselves to save the lives of those people who have become susceptible to a horrible disease process. And in order to reward them for their beautiful contribution towards humanity, we are going to inadvertently contribute ever so slightly to what it is that is making us susceptible. You see where I'm going with that? What I really want to just really drive home here is to think about what are the things that we do that are our social norms, that are our nutritional norms, that are just our societal norms, and how are those things contributing to, in this case, a worldwide pandemic? because I want you to think about something. And for those of you that are nerds like me and you like plowing into the data, how many perfectly healthy people of any age are actually dying from this disease without a pre-existing underlying condition? Now, here's one of the problems. Good luck finding that data. I spent a whole bunch of time mining through data and looking at information, and quite frankly, the information and the way it's being portrayed to us is one of the most terrifying things about this whole thing. I'm very concerned about how we're choosing to respond. And if you have any doubts or questions or curiosity, spend some time looking at how Sweden is dealing with this virus and also looking at their numbers. One other thing, and then I'm going to get back to working out. If you're not sure really what's going on and what to believe and what not to believe, do a Google search. And I'm not going to provide any links or anything like that. If you want to do it yourself. But I recommend do a Google search on hospitals laying off doctors or hospitals laying off staff due to coronavirus. And I think you'll be mind-boggled at what you see. And it may not be what you think, but read the articles and understand what's going on. It's horrifying right now because we're losing, in the United States, we're losing close to 1,000 people a day. But also put that into a relative context of, say, heart disease and what the number of people that's killing. Take a look at that information, pay attention to the data that's out there, look at what we're doing, look at what the implications are, and look at your own behaviors. Hey, so why am I connecting the dots about the cookies and the coronavirus thing? Think about if our whole society was super fit. I mean, everybody was in shape. No one had heart disease, no one had diabetes, no one had obesity. With this whole coronavirus thing, I mean, would it still be a thing? Because people wouldn't be dying, or at least not very many. Check it out. Think about it. So I'm 100 pull-ups in, I'm 100 push-ups in, I'm 150 tire flips in, and I'm actually glad that I made this video for accountability because I don't feel like doing it anymore. But I decided I'm gonna do it, and like I say, hands are getting a little tore up. I'm soft, but I'm gonna finish. Did I mention I'm doing this fasted? I'm on about, I don't know, I'm 14 hours into a fast right now. So yeah, if I look weak, that's got something to do with it, I'm sure of it. Oh yeah, and if I look pudgy, that's why I'm fasting. Well, shoot. All right, last set of 25 reps of the tire flip and then done with tire flips. Here goes. Can you see me? Let me fix this a little bit. If you got a tire, do along with me, but I'm going to speed this up so you probably won't be able to do them that fast. Last set. I lost count again. 11. 4. 25. So if you haven't done tire flips before, they use a lot of the same muscles as doing the pull-ups, which is why I'm stacking them. I gotta get in shape. Yikes. All right, so, where am I at? So, tire flips are done. I'm at 150 push-ups. I'm at 125 pull-ups. And so I've showed some of you guys this before. I don't know how to make it stand up, but I don't know. My clavicle on this shoulder isn't attached right. So this shoulder, that was my good shoulder for a little while, when I tore my pec on this side right here. But this side's doing pretty well. A little tendonitis in that elbow. But this is the weak link on the push-ups. But they are getting better. So, if you got injuries and you got issues, push through them. We're gonna do some more pull-ups. Ah! So if you notice, I'm alternating my grip. Sometimes I'm doing pull-ups. Sometimes I'm doing chin-ups. Variety is the spice of life. Plus, use slightly different muscle groupings. And it breaks up the monotony. So, here goes the pull-ups. The pull-ups right now are actually feeling a little better than the push-ups. But again, I dropped my rep count down. But I got lots of pull-ups to go left here, so we'll see. Hands are getting a little raw, but that's what I get for being lazy. Okay, pull-ups got hard. All right, now at this point, I'm just coming over to talk to you just because I need a break. And what do you guys want to talk about? I'll get back to work. I heard you. All right, I got 20 push-ups left. I really want to drop the 5 rep sets, but I'm going to try to do 10, even if they're ugly. I don't want to do anymore. Hey, so I started this. Just can't visit with you a little bit. I started this at just a little before 10. So I've been at it an hour. Let's see, what time is it? Just thought we'd visit a little more. So it's 11:08. So 9:45 roughly to 11:08. Yeah, that's a long time. Okay, but I've been filming, and again, as you know, I spent some time, well, you may not know, but I mentioned in one of my other videos, this takes time. So I had to work on, beauty's easy, but it doesn't come cheap, I tell you that. Hey, so I still have 50 reps of pull-ups to do. This was a bad idea. Thanks for holding me accountable, though. I'm gonna go do a set. I'm gonna kind of get goofy now because I'm pretty sure no one's watched the video this long. If you did, let me know. Thanks. You're a groupie. Overhand. All right. I didn't want it to come to this, but I'm gonna start doing kipping pull-ups. Don't be a hater. If you're wondering what kipping pull-ups are, mine aren't pretty. But you'll get the idea. Actually, these are going to be kipping chin-ups. Follow me. probably look like a dork doing those kips. So I'm trying not to hit my feet on the bench and with the pole. So if I look a bit like a frog, forgive me. I got Freebird playing right now, and that's not really the vibe. ZZ Top, that's better. Here we go. Mm. 25 more. Do I look like a total dork when I'm doing those? Because I feel like a dork. When I'm doing the pull-ups. Okay. All right, now my bar's starting to roll. So I had to tighten it up. The way I got the clamp up there, pausing for routine maintenance. I got one of the two bolts tight. Anybody got a crescent wrench? Or that's probably a 1/2 inch or a 9/16. We got, I don't know how many more. 15 more. 15 more. Still recording. That's a good sign. Are you still watching? Oh, you don't have anything better to do. Clap along. All right, I'm gonna do the last 5 strict. I'll probably just have to do them one at a time, but here it goes. Switch your grips. Here we go. Done. Okay, hey, Greg Coon, Fighting for Fitness. I might have already said that in the video, I don't know. But you're not too old. It's not too late. If you don't know, I'm 51 years old. And just at this point, trying to fight the battle of the quarantine bulge and get after it. Hey, before we hit the outro, thank you so much for those of you that subscribed and any comments or likes or anything like that. It's fantastic because I don't know if you're out there, but seeing those subscribers pop up every now and again really encourages me to continue to make these videos. So I hope you like them. I hope you get some value out of them, and I hope you're finding them at least a little intriguing, educational, inspiring. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch these videos. I appreciate it. Woo! I gotta get in shape.